got that motto in my head, keep moving forward. You know, I'm not quite where I want to be, but I'm getting there. Well, y'all, good morning from Tampa Bay. It is a beautiful day, very hot, like right in the middle of summer, but sun is shining, water is beautiful, just enjoying it. Good morning, hello. Say good morning to the people. Harlow's happy. You're cute. Well, good morning. It is, I think it's around like 10-ish, 10 a.m.-ish on a Tuesday. It's my IVIG day. And it's been just about a week. Well, Monday was exactly a week since I was discharged from the hospital. So I thought I would give y'all an update on how I'm doing, post-hospital admission, and also an IVIG update. I haven't talked about that in a while. Okay, so hospital update. Here we go. I still do not feel 100% like myself yet, but I am definitely getting there. This is a time of day where I think I feel my best, and then as the day goes on, I just start to not feel quite so great. I've been sleeping a lot more. Like yesterday, I slept until noon, which is not like myself at all, but hey, my body needs rest and sleep, and that is okay. The week I got out of the hospital was kind of good timing, kind of sad. We had been planning to go see my family in North Carolina, so Judd took time off work and he had the whole week off. So sad we couldn't go see my family, but good because Judd and I were able to just spend the entire week together. It was literally just Judd, Harlow, and myself. And, you know, we went out, we went on dates, we went to see movies, we stayed at home a lot and watched TV, and it was just exactly what we needed after that stressful hospital admission, and we loved every little moment of it. It was fantastic. There was literally a lot of the time where I was in bed because I just, you know, I'm trying to get my energy and strength back and all of that, and I'm still having some problems with the distension, but it's much more manageable. It's nothing like it was in the hospital. Oh my gosh, it was so painful in the hospital. And at one point, the pain was so bad that they had to put me on narcotics because the pain was just out of control. But as y'all may know, narcotics further slow down digestion and motility, which kind of like compounded the problem. It was just, it was a huge mess and very tricky to treat. But eventually, my doctors got me where I needed to be, and they were very thorough and good at taking care of me. And I'm so thankful for my medical team and all of the support I had. Even though it was a difficult time, there were still things to be thankful for, and I felt blessed. I mean, obviously I was in a bad mood sometimes and it was difficult and there were tears, but I got through it. And really what I think helped the most was the horrible enema x-ray thing I had to do in compound with what my surgeon did, which she put me under and like irrigated my digestive tract, and just time, because they think the whole thing was just a big random horrible flare-up of my GI issues, like compounded, and it was just time for letting those treatments do their thing and the medications do their thing. And now I'm home and things aren't perfect, but I think we're headed in the right direction. I am maintaining weight well, I think in part due to steroids. I had to be on steroids for a time while I was in the hospital, and steroids make me gain weight, which, I mean, is fine. My face got swollen. I think some of y'all noticed. I'm still swollen in my belly a little bit, but that's also due to the distension problems I was having. I am eating okay orally because thankfully of the medical marijuana, but I have to be careful and eat like very small amounts in what I eat and things like that. If I need to run feeds, I'm able to run feeds well. So definitely going in the right direction. It's just being careful, listening to my body, and being patient with myself. You know, trying to get back to feeling 100%, and I will get there. Yes, I do want to do my medical marijuana update. It's just literally I've had no time. It's been a very hectic past few months. But at this moment, I'm doing better and I'm working to get back to, you know, myself. And that update is coming along with a few other videos, so stay tuned, and thankful to be home and doing better. Okay, so that was the hospital update. Hopefully that has answered all the good questions. And now let's do IVIG. So IVIG is intravenous immunoglobulin. It is a blood plasma product, and it helps my immune system regulate itself more effectively and get stronger, because I have something called common variable immunodeficiency. Basically, I have a weak immune system. You can learn more about that in this video. I've got all my supplies here, my hippo. So I've got 2 pumps. One is to run the IVIG and one is to run my fluids after. Gloves for my nurse. So I do all of my own home health care stuff, except IVIG. I have a nurse come, because if y'all know, with my past issues with IVIG, it's just safer to have my nurse here. Plus, I really love my nurse. She's awesome, Danielle. So gloves for my nurse, batteries for the pump, infusion tubing, needles because my pre-meds, which my medications I take before we start the infusion. This is Solumedrol, which is steroid. Not excited to have to take more steroids, but it's just 1 dose. And I've got Zofran for nausea if I need it, which typically I don't anymore with this infusion. And Benadryl. I take 25 milligrams before and then 25 milligrams after. And of course, a lot of saline flushes. This is my infusion bag for after, to run the fluids, because the fluids kind of help your body like process the product. And then this is the immunoglobulin. I do 15 grams, so that's 5 grams each. I used to have to take a lot more medications in order for my body to tolerate this, and we've been able to cut down, thankfully, because now my body tolerates this a lot better. And if y'all check out the IVIG playlist, or if y'all just remember, I had some pretty severe reactions and just issues with IVIG, but why did we stick with it? Because the benefits have really paid off. Like in my lab work, you can see my immune system is functioning better, and a lot of my health problems stem from my dysfunctional immune system, and this is what's really gonna help, and it has helped. You know, I feel stronger with it, more energy, stamina. Hospital stays kind of deteriorate your energy and stamina, but this is definitely something that's going to help me feel back to like 100% myself, so it's good. You want snuggles? What are you doing? Come here. She wants me to throw her. She couldn't find it. Oh my gosh. All right, give me that. Go get it. So yeah, I'm moving forward. That's a great way to put it. I'm got that motto in my head, keep moving forward. You know, I'm not quite where I want to be, but I'm getting there, you know, and I'm really thankful for that. So now I'm just waiting for my nurse to get here. So Danielle is almost here. I'm gonna go ahead and push my pre-meds. Ha! Getting blood return really regularly now. Ha! So Danielle is here, and this is what the IVIG bottle looks like, and it's just like the other meds. You just pop the top off, alcohol swab it, and we've got a spike for it, tubing, and pump. And Danielle, she was just saying it's been so long since you've seen me.
It has. It's been a month almost, I think, right?
Yeah, because in between my 2 hospital stays, I had a treatment done here at home, thankfully.
So see what we're doing right here? This is gonna go in here. Gotta get it in there. And then we're gonna spike the top of this with this little tiny little spike.
Yeah, it needs this extra spike because it has this valve to let the air out of the bottle.
Right. And that one just definitely wouldn't spike that in the first place. This one, the tip of this part of the tubing would be,
enough?
yeah, it'd be used for like a bag or something if you did the IVIG in bags. But other than that, we always have to have a spike for those rubber tops. And this gets closed. And now we start.
And then she's gonna prime it, which means she's just gonna suck the IVIG through to get all the air out of the tubing.
Yes.
All right, so I am hooked up and we've got my little pump and the IVIG stuff in this bag. So I'm free to move about the cabin. I don't know why, I just thought of the plane thing, but I'm free to go where I need to, no IV pole needed, because there's a spot in the bag where we can hang the bottle the right side. It needs to be up, like upside down. And we still start at a really low rate at 25 milliliters an hour, and then in half an hour it goes to 50 milliliters an hour, and that's as fast as I can infuse it, which if y'all are not familiar, that's actually really pretty slow, but that's the fastest my body can tolerate. And it takes about like 4 hours to do all of my 3 bottles, which not terrible. So we're changing over one of the bottles.
Right. So first we're gonna pause it.
And see, that's how it kind of just hangs here.
Yeah, this bag actually is not really made for the curling pump, but it's the one I always end up using, and so I brought this for that reason, so that way she doesn't have to have a pole.
Yeah, I prefer to move freely.
So I spike the bottle, and then what I do is I just hook it through here.
And we use the same tubing because no air went in it or anything like that.
Yep, and then kind of have it secured. And that's it. The only caveat with this bag is that the pump is upside down, but that's okay because
Not a big deal.
Yep, so we hit resume, run, and then yes. And now she's on her last bottle, so another hour.
Not bad. So that is a sneak peek into my IVIG and how it's been going. I don't really get any side effects anymore except for leg cramps tonight. It's pretty typical. They get pretty intense sometimes, and so I can push an IV Toradol, which is a non-steroid anti-inflammatory drug, but that's my regimen. We've come down a lot from the pre-meds I used to have to use and post-meds, which is wonderful, and it's much more manageable, and I can do it in the comfort of my own home with the help of Danielle, and it's great. And we did keep up with my IVIG while I was inpatient in the hospital, so all is going well with this treatment, and I am very thankful, and those are my updates for today. So thanks for joining us on our adventure.